Hello everyone, welcome to your Love Tarot reading. This is a love reading for the collective. Not all of the messages that come through in this reading may apply to everyone watching today. So please only take in from this reading the messages that speak to your soul and what resonates for you and your situation. And release the rest to the universe. So let's see what's coming in. What is the universe revealing for this reading today, please? What do we need to hear? And this is judgment. Let's see what else. What else is the universe revealing for this reading? What do we need to hear? And the Nine of Swords. Oh my goodness. Let's grab one more card so that we understand the message that's coming through for the collective today. Here on Crystal Vision 1111, what do we need to know, please? And the Two of Cups. Well, what an interesting combination of cards to get to start the reading. And I feel with this first two-card combo, Judgment and the Nine of Swords, I feel your person is harboring a lot of shame and guilt, regret and remorse within themselves because they are judging their actions and their words, not only considering the way that they treated you when you were spending time together, but also because they ran away, because of this distance, because of the silence that remains between the two of you, because they are still ghosting you or have you blocked and they haven't done anything to reach out to you. And I feel like their shame as well is causing them to stay silent even now, but they're going to get up and start doing something, because with the Two of Cups, this is about them reaching out to you to bring the two of you back together. Judgment tells us your person does want to renew this relationship, and they have used this time away from you to attain a lot of insight into themselves, into their actions and their behaviors, into why they said horrible things to you, and addressing all of that within them during this time that you are away from each other. And that is exactly what they are supposed to be doing. And it's something that they contemplate all the time. Throughout the day, this person is overthinking. And then at night, they start dwelling and obsessing and take it all to bed with them, causing them to toss and turn, causing them to have insomnia, causing them to waste the night away, not sleeping, but thinking, planning, obsessing, overthinking, and trying to figure out how they are going to pull themselves up and out of this big, huge, epic mess that they have made, because they want to return. The Two of Cups is also about reconciliation. So with 3 cards on the table, 2 of them are about you and your person reuniting. But they are at the moment really spinning a lot of cycles in their brain, like a giant gas turbine. It starts really slowly, and then it gets faster and faster and faster as the overthinking and the dwelling and the obsessing starts to take over. But they know what they have to do. They know that there is only one solution. But I do feel as well, with this Nine of Swords being here, there's some anxiety and there's some worry that you may not be willing to hear them out, that you may be walking away from them. And that as well is causing them more internal agitation, more thinking and overthinking, and saying, I need to do something, I need to act, I need to come out of the silence, but I feel so guilty, I am so ashamed of how I treated you, and I just don't know what to say. I have to say more than hello. I have to say more than how are you. I need to apologize. That as well is part of the Judgment card. And that apology needs to be sincere, it needs to be raw, and it needs to be real. And it is going to, because I want us to come back together. I want to see you. I want to talk to you. I want to spend time with you. I want to hold you. I want to hold your hand. I want to hold you in my arms. I want to look into your eyes and kiss you and touch you and explain everything to you. And I know that I am the one responsible for making that happen. And I am going to do that. I am just at the moment trying to address all of my shame, my guilt, my remorse, because I feel so terribly bad for how I treated you, and I do owe you an apology. And I am never going to forget the way that I hurt you, because I'm going to make sure that I never do that again. The Two of Cups is about getting back together, but it is a union of hearts. So when you have the opportunity to reconcile with this person, when they come back into your life, when they start apologizing to you, they're going to be coming towards you with their heart open. They're going to be coming towards you being ready to talk about their feelings and not holding that back anymore. Something else that they feel a lot of shame and regret and disgust with themselves for, actually. But also the Two of Cups is about a romantic relationship. It's not about establishing a friendship or a casual friendship or whatever those things are called. Situationships, I think, is what it's called these days. I think back in my time it was called friends with benefits, but it's the same, right? Yes, that is not what this person wants with you. Not with the Two of Cups. It's about love. It's about true love. It's about real love. It is about the attraction they have for you as well. But let's see what else. See what else is coming in for this reading today, please. What do we need to hear? What is the universe revealing? The Page of Swords. Well, the Page of Swords tells us that your person could be trying to peep into your life to see what's going on with you. They're curious. They wonder if you've moved on. They wonder if you have someone else in your life. They wonder if you are still available, if you are still on the market, so to speak. They wonder what you're doing. They wonder what you look like now. They want to connect with your energy, but doing it on the sly is not going to give them the answers that they are seeking. They know that they are going to have to reach out to you in the 3D world, in person, to figure out what's going on with you. They may be trying to find out from your friends or mutual acquaintances. If you have mutual acquaintances, they may just be rereading a lot of your messages back and forth. They're trying to get a hit of your energy, basically, with the Page of Swords, because it makes them momentarily feel better. It makes them feel a little bit more alive to be able to connect with your energy through photos, through messages, through things that you may have put online, like I said, either with social media or perhaps your own website. But please only take all of that as it resonates. Of course, not everyone has social media. But this is ultimately about your person reaching out to communicate, because pages deliver messages. Now, the Page of Swords is an air sign, which is Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, but you don't have to be an air sign, neither does your person. You don't have to be any of the signs that I mentioned for this reading today, for this reading to work for you. As we mentioned in the very beginning, it's a collective reading. Just take in what speaks to your soul from these messages and from this reading, and let the rest go. But also, it is about understanding the message that the universe is sharing with all of you today, and that is, your person has been silent because of their shame, their guilt, their regret, their remorse, not being pleased with their actions, their behaviors, and their words, and they are also trying to figure out what they can say to you that is going to have the most impact, because this person believes they only may have one chance to have communication with you. So they don't want to screw up what they believe is their one chance. Now, of course, you might be sitting there, you guys watching the reading, saying, well, of course I'll give them more than one opportunity, but they may not know that. So this is from their perspective. They may truly believe that they only have one chance to get it right with you, and they do not want to blow it ever again. They don't want to screw up with you ever again. But let's see what else the universe is sharing for this reading today, please. What is coming through? And this is the High Priestess. Well, your person has definitely been attaining some spiritual growth, especially when we consider the two bookend cards for this top row of tarot cards for this reading. Yes, spiritual wisdom, insight, looking within, having a spiritual awakening, going through a very magical and spiritual metamorphosis as well, especially with judgment, because that is about their rebirth and their renewal. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes, they're reborn by the fire that is the universe, by the fire that is spirit, by the fire of God. And now they want to come back to you. But also, the high priestess tells us you connect with this person so very deeply, so very profoundly, and they are aware of this as well. They're not going to be able to deny it anymore. They're not going to be able to reject the connection. They're going to come back and actually start talking about it, because during the time that they've been away from you, they can still feel your energy all the time. Something that they think about in the dark of night as well, as they are laying in bed trying to figure out what they're going to do. Sometimes they feel that you are just right there next to them, and you guys know what it's like. And that is because you do share, with the High Priestess card being here, a very powerful telepathy and empathy and intuitive connection with each other. That energy is constantly going back and forth, beep, bop, all the time, because your souls are in constant communication, although your 3D bodies and mouths and fingers aren't in communication in the 3D space at the moment, right? Yes, but the High Priestess also tells us your person kept their feelings for you hidden because they did not have emotional maturity. But with this Two of Cups being center stage for the top row of tarot cards for this reading today, they are going to be revealing how they feel about you. And it is more than likely time for that to happen, right? But let's see what else is coming in. What is the universe revealing for this reading today, please? What do we need to hear? The Ten of Wands. Well, I'm actually not surprised that the Ten of Wands shows up today, guys. The Ten of Wands is a couple of things. Now, with it coming next to or after the High Priestess, the Ten of Wands is as well about how powerful this connection is between you and your person. That is a powerful combination, the High Priestess and the Ten of Wands, for spiritual growth, spiritual attainment, awakening, growing up, rebirth, renewal, getting it, understanding it. Because they have been working within and looking within. The Ten of Wands is about how powerful this connection is. It is spiritual. It is mental. It is emotional, and it's definitely physical and passionate because, well, the Ten of Wands is a lot of passion as well, because wands are ruled by the element of fire. And fire rules things like passion, desire, intentions, but also our spirituality and spiritual growth. But with the Ten of Wands coming beneath judgment, the way that it does, oh, your person is carrying that heavy burden of shame with them all the time for how they treated you, for words they spoke to you that they know they shouldn't have said, for doing things, for acting in certain ways, for having certain attitudes, for not being supportive, for neglecting you, for not being there for you. Everything that this person has done in regard to mistreating you, they are feeling the heavy weight of it as well right now with that Ten of Wands. And it's weighing them down. It's bogging them down. They need to come clean and apologize to you. And they know that that is the only solution for releasing and relieving this heavy burden that they are carrying with them right now. But also, this is the effort that your person is going to invest to build this relationship with you moving forward. You're going to see them investing so much more of themselves, so much more of who they are that you were not able to see before because they kept it tied down. They kept it hidden. They kept it under wraps, perhaps behind a mask, perhaps behind several masks, but your person is going to fully invest with you and with this relationship moving forward because that's the Two of Cups. a partnership, a relationship focused on romance and love because you love each other and it's time to come together. But let's see what else. What else is the universe revealing for this reading today, please? What do we need to hear? The Ten of Pentacles. What a totally interesting card to get right now for this reading. Because the Ten of Pentacles is about hearth and home. And when I say hearth and home, it is about building a home together, buying a home together, moving in together, moving into a house together, moving into an apartment or a condo, moving into a log cabin or a beach house together, whatever it is that the two of you desire, that the two of you want to have in life, because the Ten of Pentacles is about life and love and happiness and creating your lives together. It is about building something that is lasting, because the Ten of Coins is about a rock-solid foundation. The Ten of Wands is all about fire. The Ten of Pentacles is all about earth. And in the world of Tarot, out of all of the elements, earth is the only one that doesn't move. It is stable. It is solid. It is things like mountains and boulders and huge oak trees and the grass and the earth that's beneath it. It is those things of the natural world. But it's also assets and money and those kind of things. Houses, apartments, condos, all of that kind of stuff. But this is telling us that your person wants to create and build a life with you. And they want that life side by side with you being together, growing old together as well. It's also about family. So perhaps you and your person have talked about having a family or combining families, or just like the figure in this card is doing, bringing your pet families together. She has a beautiful deer here, and I think that that is a fox. If anyone resonates with those beautiful creatures. But please only take what resonates with all of that, right? But this is ultimately about you and your person coming together to be a couple, to be in union, to be in partnership with each other. And your person is going to put in a lot of effort and energy and love and drive and passion and everything else to make that happen. Because when this person returns, they are not holding back, because they have awakened, or they are in the process of awakening to who they are, to their personal power, to their divine light, to who they are in regard to you as well. They are awakening to this connection. They are having this massive breakthrough experience during the time that you're apart from each other, and it's giving them a lot of insight. It's giving them a lot of wisdom, which I do feel this person has definitely needed. It's going to help them be a better person, help them be a better partner, and that is going to be so much better for this relationship to hit that place of long-term stability that comes with the Ten of Pentacles. But double tens, that's 10-10, approaching the end of the cycle that you are in, getting ready for a new one to begin. But let's see what else is coming in for this reading today, please. What is the universe revealing to the collective? The Fool. Well, it's time for this person to take a giant leap of faith and trust in what they feel, what they believe, what they know, and stop overthinking, stop analyzing, stop doubting, and just trust with what they know is the truth, which is understanding now so much more about themselves and about you. They understand the power of this connection and why you are in each other's lives. So yes, it's about them saying, it is time for me to just trust in what I feel, in what I believe, in what I know, and shutting off that mental chatter that has been yapping away at me for so very long, disrupting my sleep, keeping me awake, causing me to lose focus when I'm supposed to be focused on things at work, causing me to make mistakes at work because I have a thought, and that one thought becomes 10, and then those 10 thoughts become 100 what-if scenarios that I allow my brain to meander through, which I try to shut off, but then I can't. So I just need to take the plunge and reach out to you directly and speak to you and see where I stand in your life. I need to see if I still have a chance. Although I don't know the right words to say, although I may fumble around a bit when I am speaking to you, I am just going to take the plunge and go for it. Because the Fool is about starting again. This person wants this opportunity to hit that reset button that comes with the number 0 and start over with you. Only this time, they're not holding back because they will be emotionally invested in this relationship with that 2 of Cups coming right before the Fool card. But let's see what else. What is coming in for this reading today, please? What do we need to hear? What is the universe revealing? The 5 of Wands. Well, this is part of your person feeling that shame, that guilt, and regret, and disgust with themselves because it's like they are fighting this internal battle within. This is their inner conflict and inner turmoil that they are feeling right now because of the ways that they treated you. The ways that they are continuing to treat you in their silence, through ghosting, not responding, by having you blocked, by just not saying anything. Yes, the shame and the guilt is something that continues. And obviously, the easiest way for them to relieve themselves of that part of their shame and their guilt will be to reach out and communicate with you, which is what they are going to do when it comes down to it. But at the moment, this energy of the 5 of Wands is building this intensity within your person, building this anticipation is the only word that I can think of, like this tension, like this, I need to do something, I need to act, I need to follow through. I may not know the right words to say, but I'm going to just burst forth and do it, which makes sense with the combination of the Fool and the 5 of Wands, because the Fool is ruled by the planet Uranus, which is the planet of unexpected things. So I do feel this person could unexpectedly, out of the blue, surprisingly, shockingly reach out to you guys, because I feel that all of this is building within them. And they know as well that staying silent is not the right course of action either. They know that they must speak. They know that they need to talk to you. They know that they need to explain this to you. They know that they need to apologize to you, not only for you, but for them as well. And they know that just thinking about this and dwelling upon it and obsessing about it and everything else truly is not going to give them the answer. They know that they need to reach out and start talking, because that truly is the solution for all of this. It is the solution for everything that you are going through. Your sense of heartache, loss, grief, despair, being very upset because this person has treated you the way that they have. Talking to them is going to help you feel better, isn't it? Yes, especially when you get an apology from them. Talking for them is going to make themselves feel better as well, because then they will stop being James Bond 007 and trying to snoop around and figure out what's going on with you, or trying to get hits of your energy, and they will come to you directly and they will ask what's going on with you. Even if they don't have the right words, you would still be open to receiving that communication from your person. One communication can solve so much. That's the way that I see it anyway. That is coming from me, not from spirit, guys, okay? Because it's just like, it's so simple. But I understand why it's so complicated for them. And it is complicated for them, because they have fears, they have insecurities, they're still working on all of these things. They perhaps could be fearful that you may not answer the phone, that you won't respond, that you're going to reject them. Perhaps you have them blocked, and if they reach out to you, they'll figure out that you have them blocked, and that could send them spiraling further downward into the 9 of Swords kind of space, 10 of Swords kind of space, going into that rock bottom space. And they don't want to do that either. But they do want to make sure that they have everything organized in their brain before they reach out to you, because they don't want to do anything or say anything that is going to further hurt you or bring you more suffering, heartache, pain, or any of that other stuff. And that as well is part of the reason why they haven't reached out to you yet. But they are in this place where they are getting ready to, is the point. Especially with the Fool and the Two of Cups being center stage for the tarot portion of this reading today. But let's see what else. What else is the universe revealing for this reading today, please? What do we need to hear? The Knight of Swords. Well, this is about your person finding the words, finding the courage and the confidence, finding everything that they need to reach out to communicate with you. And they are even now thinking about what they're going to say. That is the energy of the Knight of Swords. And they will have it right, and they will say it right, and they will get it right, and they will even do it right. Because with the Knight of Swords energy, it is about your person being decisive, figuring things out, and then showing up and speaking the truth to you. Because with swords, it is about truth, it is about integrity, it is about authenticity and realness. Like the Page of Swords, the Knight is also an air sign. So that, again, is Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. But let's see what else. We'll use some oracle cards now and see what else is coming through for this reading today, please. What do we need to hear? What is the universe revealing for this reading? Fear. Well, this card comes with number 11. I know you can barely see it because it's written on white. White is written on white, but it is number 11. And your person could be fearful that they could blow it, they could botch it, they could say the wrong thing. This person fears that you may reject them, that you may not be willing to listen to them. And this seems to be their fear focus at the moment, as opposed to it being all of the other things in regard to being with you. So when someone has fears about being able to be in a relationship with someone, it's because they're afraid of commitment. They fear opening their heart. They fear being vulnerable. They fear rejection. They fear abandonment issues and all of those things and other stuff that this person has built up in their head. But at the moment, I feel this person is experiencing some fear and anxiety that you may not be willing to talk to them or hear them out or accept their apology. But they are working through it because the Knight of Swords is fearless and brave and ready, getting ready to speak. They know they have decisions to make. They know they have to figure this out. And that is what this person is working on right now, because they don't want to stay in this place of shame, embarrassment, being humiliated, humiliating themselves. They don't want to be foolish anymore, is what they are saying. And they know that if they don't get up and get talking to you soon, then they are going to feel like a fool. And they do not want to be in that space anymore. This fear card comes with number 11. If anyone resonates with number 11, that can be the 11th of any month. That can be November. That can be January 1st. That can be New Year's Day. It can be the number 2, like on the Two of Cups. So it could be February as well, if those numbers or dates resonate with anyone. But I feel your person is addressing all of their fears and their insecurities so that they can return, because they want this opportunity to begin a much better relationship with you. And that is that combination of the Two of Cups and the Fool. Now we have one of my favorite cards, Hunger. Hungry like the wolf, Duran Duran. Of course, I would know that one because that one has been permanently etched into my memory banks forever. I love that when that first came out. So yes, I even remember the MTV video for Hungry Like a Wolf, because I remember when MTV first came out. Yes, I used to watch that stuff like crazy. It was the greatest thing when it first came out. Hunger. Well, your person has a hunger for you. That is what this is about. They do desire you. They want you. They love you. They want to start over with you. They have this deep, intense passion for you as well. And it is time to get moving. Their hunger, their desire, their need to reconnect with you is going to cause them to finally say, I can't take it anymore. All of this anticipation is building, all of this intensity is building within, and I am just going to throw caution to the wind, and I am just going to go for it. Regardless of what happens, I am going to just trust and believe and take that leap of faith. Now, this hunger Wolf Moon card comes with number 29. If anyone resonates with 29, that can be the 29th of any month. That can be your ages now or when you met. That can be February 9th. It can be September 2nd. It can be the number 11 as well. So, oh my goodness. So we have 10, 10, 11, 11, another 0. Interesting. I have no idea what that might mean. But anyway, so yes, I feel your person is wanting to reach out and start building this relationship again, because their desire for you is something that's continuing to build and grow all the time. But let's see what else. What else is the universe revealing for this reading today, please? What do we need to know? Wisdom. Well, this card comes with number 22. Now, number 22 could be your ages now or when you met. It could be February 2nd. It could be the number 4. It could be April. So it could be the 4th of any month as well. We do have a date range, February 2nd to February 9th as well. If that date range resonates with anyone, well, wisdom. Yes, I feel that this is something that your person is gaining during the time that you are apart from each other. And they have needed that wisdom. Just like this Judgment card starts the reading, she is standing on this stack of books and reaching for the stars, because she as well is lifting herself up by raising her vibration, by gaining so much wisdom into her life. Talking about the figure on the card, guys. Yep. So definitely wisdom is happening for your person. That as well is part of this Knight of Swords. But this is something that this person has needed to attain and achieve. Because in doing so, it is going to make sure that they stay the course with you, that they don't mistreat you, that they don't run away again, that they are a much better partner, a much more loving partner, someone who's going to build a relationship with you instead of try to just run away from it and avoid it all the time. So yes, I do feel that this person is in this space where they are gaining the wisdom that they need to be the partner who can stand by you, who can give you advice and counsel as you need it. Because you have to remember, this person that's returning is going through a lot of spiritual rebirth with the cards that we have on the table for this reading today. But let's see what else. What else is the universe revealing for this reading today, please? What do we need to hear? How can I approach you after all this time? Well, that is part of that Nine of Swords, overthinking, overdwelling, and obsessing activity that is happening for this person. Yes, for some of you, it has been a long time. It's been a very long time, but they are aware of it. Part of their guilt and shame is how long they've been silent. But that's not going to stop them from communicating, because the last card that we got for the tarot portion of the reading is the Knight of Swords, which is someone that's getting ready to reach out. Well, let's see what else we need to know. What is coming in for this reading today, please? I was thoughtless and hurtful, and I deeply regret it. Yes, they were. They were thoughtless. They were very hurtful, and they are feeling a lot of regret. That is that 10 of Wands. That is that 9 of Swords. It is the 5 of Wands as well. And they are pissed off at themselves for not fighting for this relationship, for not being there for you, for not being a better communicator. They are pissed off at themselves for neglecting you, for running away, for shutting down, for staying silent. And now they are in this place where they know that it's time to talk. And they are even now trying to figure out the words to say that are going to be meaningful, a heartfelt and sincere apology, asking for forgiveness, seeing if you are willing to hear their explanation. All of this is what's coming from your person. I'm scared to say the wrong thing to make... Oh, wait. I'm scared to say the wrong thing to you and make things worse. Yes, they are scared to say the wrong thing because this person, more than likely, has said many wrong things to you in the past that have acerbated situations, that have made mountains out of molehills, that have turned little kerfuffles or little disagreements into these big, huge blowouts for no reason other than their fear, their insecurities, and their doubts, which is why this person has needed this time away from you to gain wisdom and insight into themselves. This person that is going to return to you is going to be a lot wiser. They're going to be a lot kinder. They're going to be a better communicator. They're going to be so much more reliable and dependable. You will be able to trust them because they are going to spend a lot of effort, a lot of energy that's necessary to rebuild your trust and your belief in them. And they know that that is going to take a lot of effort on their part, which is what that 10 of Wands is about. But let's see what else. What else is the universe revealing for this reading today, please? What do we need to hear? Guilt. Well, stress, anxiety, ashamed, and remorseful. Yes, this person does feel a lot of guilt. They are not happy with their behaviors. They wonder what you think of them. They wonder what your perception of them is. They wonder if you're going to tell them exactly what you think of them, or if you are going to be kind and take the leap of faith and listen to the words that they have to say. And this is part of their dwelling and obsessing, of course. What if this and what if that and everything else? But it's time to rip the Band-Aid off is the bottom line. Ripping that Band-Aid off, picking that phone up, and reaching out to you. And this person knows that that is the only thing that makes sense at this point, because they allow themselves to be in this place where they overthink and they dwell and stress, feeling the anxiety and everything else, not sleeping well, having nightmares when they do sleep. This person knows there is only one remedy for everything that they are going through, for everything that you are experiencing as well, and that is to get talking, to open the lines of communication between you so that you can tell them that you forgive them or not, so that you can tell them, yes, I want to hear your explanation. Well, this is avoidance, ghosted, in hiding, conflicted, introspection. Yes, introspection. So many cards of introspection on the table for this reading today, especially with Judgment, the High Priestess, but also with the 10 of Wands, because that is about your person going through a tremendous amount of spiritual growth because they have needed it. Not only needed it, but it's giving them what they need to be able to show up and be the partner that you need them to be, who is not going to resist this relationship anymore, who is not going to create conflict and drama and problems between the two of you anymore. This is about someone who is going to show up and put in the effort, put in the energy, and be there for you in ways that this person has not been there for you before. And that as well is something that's going to make a big, huge difference in this relationship for the two of you, right? Absolutely. But let's see what else is coming in for this message today, please. What is the universe revealing for this reading? What do we need to hear? What is the universe revealing for this reading today, please? Well, this is spiritual attack with that purple and black blob. It says karmic triggers, spiritual awakening, shadow work, and divine protection. Well, that 9 of Swords, that could be your person doing some shadow work, really having to dig deep and look within, especially with it coming right next to Judgment. Shadow work is hard. You have to look at things that you have buried long, long ago, deep in your soul, deep in your subconscious, not wanting to address it, certainly not wanting to share it with anyone, but your person could be doing that. But this is also divine protection, and there is divine protection in this relationship. Always has been, it's always been there. Divine guidance, divine protection, divine intervention, even happening all the time as well. And all of that is because the universe is your partner in this relationship, trying to bring the two of you to partnership and to union so that you can get back together, so that you can start experiencing this happiness that comes with the 2 of Cups, which is about you and your person spending time together again, spending time to build something that comes with that 10 of Coins, building a relationship on a much more powerful, solid structure than where this relationship was built before. And that structure is about the love. It is about respect. It is about you honoring each other, but it's also about this spiritual connection that is here between the two of you as well. That divine spark that is within each of you. But let's see what else the universe is revealing for this reading today, please. Soul searching, inner work, deeper meaning, and spiritual path. Yes, soul searching, inner work. That's how this reading started, with a Judgment card. With that Judgment card, it is about your person judging themselves. And as they judge themselves for the damage that they brought into this connection and into your life, and feeling very ashamed and guilty and horrible for everything that they have done, as they look within, it is giving them the insight that they need to be able to address those low vibration behaviors. Because you don't want any of that back in your relationship, do you? No, you do not. You want this person to be rid of all of that. This person is obliterating those things. That is what they're working on, so that when they return, they are free and clear to love you at that higher vibration that comes with Judgment and the High Priestess. Because they have been looking for a deeper meaning in life. And that deeper meaning in life includes having you by their side. It includes building a life with you. It includes laying a strong foundation for a future with you. This is your reading for today, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to all of you watching today. Have a great day, everyone.